Good afternoon. This afternoon I've got Jacqui Parker here from Jump Consultancy. She's worked with Edge over many years and we've worked on various different sizes of events all over the country. She's had various different challenges and together and collaboratively we've been able to deliver some good quality solutions over those years, as of course, as you can imagine, our industry has been in a little bit of turmoil during that time, as alongside we've been building Edge. So welcome, Jacqui.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Jacqui, we've been working together for quite a while now.
We have.
And you've seen Edge grow. You've seen us through COVID. You've seen
absolutely.
everything that's happened. You've been on our advisory boards and been very much part of the journey. But I know you wouldn't be using it and us unless it was going to help you.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your business first and your needs.
So my business, I work as an independent. My business has grown pretty much alongside Edge, actually, really, because when I started out, I only had a handful of 2 or 3 clients with a small need, meetings and events up to about 80 people. As those businesses have grown, particularly the M&A companies, global companies and acquiring businesses, so have their needs have grown, and the needs of a variety of different meeting space events, and I have grown with them, but with the support of Edge, which I could not have done.
Well, that's amazing, and I'm delighted to hear that the work that we have put in has seriously helped you. Now, I know that with your job, you're often juggling a lot.
I am.
You're trying to find the right venues, manage the expectations of your clients, whilst also delivering events in a very hands-on way. How on earth do you do it?
Well, certainly the procurement side. And again, if it wasn't for Edge, I would really struggle. I think when we've got a lot of clients have a desire to have a number of different venues across a number of different spaces, bringing all that together without Edge would be really challenging. So that is invaluable to me. That leaves me to get on to the actual planning of the events and the content, working with the client and working with other partners and suppliers that pull all of that together. So to have that at my fingertips is extremely important, and it's been fascinating to see how that technology has grown over the years. And particularly for me, particularly helpful is the level of detail on the venues that I can then share with clients, the shortlisting facility that makes it so succinct, and the proposals, just to have something tangible to put in front of the clients, and it makes their decision making much easier, which in turn helps me.
Because everybody wants a different level of data and a different level of detail when they want it, as opposed to it being all thrown at them on one document.
Absolutely.
Interactive approach tends to be the buzzword of the day, because a lot of the clients now are looking at the ESG credentials, they're looking at accessibility, as well as costs.
Yes.
Now I know we added an extra feature last year or this year of the price banding. Has that helped you at all?
Absolutely has. I, as I say, have a range of clients and their price points are very different. Some of the startup companies are just wanting to keep things quite cost effective, and that absolutely helps me. They tell me what their top end is, bottom end, we can go from there. So it saves a lot of time. I'm not looking at venues that are really going to be out of their price point. If they come back and say they want something different, that helps me again, because I can look into that price banding as well. So
I think the pricing piece is going to go from strength to strength, especially in light of what the government guidelines or budget has impacted our industry, and going forward I think it's going to get harder and harder for venues to control their costs, and as a result our clients to also be able to buy at the best price and know it's the best price. It's got to offer good value for money, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And to also have access to information about where prices are sitting, how 24-hour rates vary across the country, that's really helpful, and that helps in their decision making as where the locations that they're going to choose. You also mentioned something about the added features on Edge, and sustainability features. One of my clients, they work in that industry, they work in that sector, so that's key. And to have that information at your fingertips is
and it's only going to get better and better as Edge grows and develops. We've got an exciting year ahead. And it should be great fun seeing it come together, helping you do your job
Yes.
better all the time. So
Absolutely.
it allows you to really focus on your clients,
Absolutely.
which I think is exactly what they want, isn't it, right now?
Oh gosh, absolutely. And it's interesting how my business has developed, but they know they can drop me an email, pick up the phone, and I know, because I have the support of such a great team, that I can respond quickly.
Yeah.
And I spend a lot of time on the road, as you know, so that helps me as well, knowing that I can access that information all the time, and quality information too.
Good. Everyone has a different journey with tech. Some people are like, oh gosh, I don't like it. But you've really embraced it. I've been very impressed with you embracing it. I know you don't think you have, but you have. So if you were giving anyone a bit of advice of how to get the best out of Edge, what would you say? Because everyone's got a different journey to
Okay, I think they need to be familiar with the features that are on offer. For instance, particularly things like images of meeting rooms, and then the client will suddenly say, well, what does this look like? How's that space? And it's there. You don't have to go to the venue website and search through their sometimes downloadable brochure to get that information. It's there at your fingertips. The capacities, the layout charts, all of that is fantastic in decision making. And user stories, testament, that information is invaluable as well. So yes, and I'm trying to encourage my clients to be able to log on and have that, rather than just me sending them a short list, and that would be the next step for me. Gently,
I know, and it's getting people registered, and the key thing is when they're registered, then they have full visibility of their whole journey.
Yes.
And of every aspect of their venues and their events, and their own kind of views on them.
Yes.
They can add notes onto the venues as well.
Absolutely.
Which they can share internally, and of course as we go further on, there's sharing the site visit reports as well as a corporate.
Yeah.
So on the other side though, we're only as good as the data we're given by venues and hotels. What recommendations would you give to a venue, bearing in mind it's free of charge for them to put all their data on? All the data you've mentioned is on free of charge. What would you say for them to get the best out of Edge?
I think the more the better, obviously, as much. But and I don't know if this is appropriate, but I also think site visits are invaluable. Yes, but I suppose I have the added insight of being an event manager. When on site, when running an event, you never really know until you run an event how the venue is performing, how the operations team work. And I think talking to another event manager, I would find that information invaluable. And I think if the hotels can embrace that and maybe put forward their reviews, encourage it, because you never know with any, especially a first-time venue. And I've been fortunate through you to have repeat business with a lot of venues who are, I know where I am with them. But it's also exciting going into a new venue because you don't know that, and you hope that they will deliver on the day, and in most cases they have. But I think that information to be on Edge to other agents, to other event managers or other corporate clients would be invaluable.
I've got great news for you, because part of our development for next year is we're enhancing our site visit reports and our event experience reports to like a TripAdvisor piece, where we're going to have experienced buyers giving their views on whether it's a site visit or whether they've actually run an event. It will be clear either way, and I think you're right. If we can get more of that, we can build a community together. So watch this space, Jacqui.
Okay, that would be
But
amazing.
I do think the price banding, if all the hotels can get their price banding on there, would make a difference
yes,
as well.
Sorry, that was one key point. And I know they aren't all quite there with that. Yes, and that would really help. And I think, I mean, we know the industry and we know those venues that we know, well, we can't afford to go there. Or we have that perception, and maybe if that price banding is in there, that perception is changed.
Yeah.
Because often you do tend to think, I won't name any venues, but you tend to think, oh, well, we won't go there because they're too expensive. But
absolutely.
And also, as you say, seasonally, time of the year, time of the week.
Yeah. Well, I think, again, the great thing is when we have licensed, when venues have upgraded, they can also put in their special offers and their feedback. But I love it when they put on personal things like the employee of the month or the chef, who's the chef and what they have to say. And I love it when they put recipes on.
Oh,
always.
Right. Yeah, I didn't.
I got a fantastic one the other day from U Lodge Hotel.
Oh,
their homemade granola.
Okay.
I must give it to you.
And they
It's
put
very,
that, oh
very good.
right.
They
that's-
put it on,
yeah,
yes. So
yes.
it's really, really good.
Yeah, no.
So,
and that's nice to have those unsung heroes. You know, we know the ops teams, we know the front of house, but
Yeah.
the chefs, and for me, as a booking a venue, the food is always
Yeah.
a key criteria for the clients as
That's
well.
very
and
true.
that can swing, you know, even on a site visit, that could swing either way. So,
Yeah. Yeah, indeed.
So,
Make sure to
yeah.
offer a cup of tea and and some cake. But
Yes.
thank you, Jackie. It's been wonderful to hear your insights. I learn something new from everyone I'm speaking to every time. And we're very fortunate because it's our own tech.
Yes.
So some of the things you've mentioned there, we can add on if
Yes.
it's not already in there, but most of them they are. And I look forward to sharing with you about the TripAdvisor piece going further forward in the future.
Yeah, and can I just say congratulations to Edge. It has been an absolute honour, and I mean that hand on heart, to work with you guys over the years, see how you've grown, and I feel like I've grown so much with you for being part of Edge, so thank you.
Oh, well, thank you very much indeed, Jackie. You're going to
Okay.
make me cry. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Jackie.